Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com with an unboxing plus on-feet video of the Adidas F50 adizero miCoach 2 in the brand new electricity yellow and hero ink colorway. So open up the box here to get a look at what is on the inside. As far as extras go, the synthetic model, which is what I have here, does include an extra set of comfort insoles, which essentially have a synthetic suede liner and just a little bit thicker foam there on the bottom. So we'll get that out of the way, get the shoes out of the box, and if you guys could take a quick second to leave a like on the video, it would be greatly appreciated. So here is a look at the latest colorway of the F50 adizero. It's probably the brightest one we've seen to date as well. The electricity yellow is very, very vibrant, has that kind of shiny finish to it. As you guys can see with this texturing here on the outside, it almost has a metallic silver look about it when it does hit the light in certain areas. And as far as the hero ink color goes, if you guys saw my unboxing of the Adidas Nitro Charge 1.0 that I did, I used hero ink as one of the main colors and it ended up being more of a purple as opposed to a blue. But on this shoe, the hero ink definitely comes up as more of a blue as opposed to a purple, so just keep that in mind. And you have that hero ink in the main Adidas stripes on the outside and inside of the shoe, the graphics and decals there on the tongue, as well as the F50 graphic here at the back of the shoe, the heel liner, the lightweight insole there on the inside, as well as the sprint frame itself is also in that hero ink color, and the sprint frame itself also has that little bit of sparkle to it as well. Now, as far as the shoe goes, if you guys would like more information on the overall performance, I actually recently did a playtest video of the synthetic F50 adizero, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave an annotation on screen. You can also find my full written review linked down below in the description for those of you guys that want to check it out. Now, when we start off with the shoe itself, you have a couple of different kind of features on the shoe. The upper is made from one single layer sprint skin synthetic. You can see it's very, very thin, a little bit rigid from right out of the box, but it's probably one of the better options if you're looking for an ultra barefoot feel where there's almost no extra padding to the upper whatsoever. Generally, the synthetic model of the F50 adizero is less popular than the leather model, but to me, the truest form of the F50 adizero is definitely the synthetic model, especially this time around on the current generation of the F50. Definitely has a better fit than any of the past synthetic models and just feels really, really good, at least in my opinion. As far as the texturing on the outside goes, you got this kind of wavy pattern here with these kind of lines in the middle. It's somewhat unusual. It's not very noticeable when you are making touches on the ball, but I would say that it adds just a little bit of extra grip, but not too much, just enough to where it is slightly noticeable, and definitely one of the nicer additions on the synthetic model of the F50 adizero. You also do have your external sprint web here going around the toe box and forefoot area, as well as an internal sprint web support frame to allow for extra strength to the upper when making hard lateral cuts. Your off-centered lacing system, as you can see, with the laces being pushed slightly to the outside, the low cut in the heel liner, which is kind of like a textured synthetic material, very, very thin, a decent amount of padding considering how lightweight this shoe actually is, because it is very, very light. And then of course you do have your one-piece sprint frame outsole, which includes a heel counter with your kind of geometric shaping to it. It's a lot stiffer than the original generation of the Adidas sprint frame, and it's also what makes this shoe so lightweight. Now, the bottom of the sprint frame features the exact same adizero stud pattern we've all come to know and love. I would like to see a change, hopefully, on the next generation adizero, but for now, this one definitely does do the job if you are playing on firm natural grass playing surfaces. It is a one-piece plastic outsole, and of course, it is miCoach compatible. As you guys can see, the miCoach slot right there at the bottom of the shoe. So that's pretty much it as far as the unboxing portion of this video goes. I'm going to move on to a quick weigh-in so you can get a better idea as to how lightweight these guys are. The main attraction of the F50 adizero, especially if you go for the synthetic model, is the lightweight construction of the boot. Now, I'm going to weigh this pair for you today in real time. Keep in mind this is a brand new pair in a size 9.5 US, and it feels very, very lightweight both in hand and on feet. We're going to throw it on the scale, and you can see that they weigh in at 6.2 ounces, so extremely lightweight, a little bit more than what the listed weight is, which I believe is 5.6 or 5.8 ounces, but that's to be expected. Just keep in mind that this does have the lightweight insole on the inside right now, so it is at its lightest form, if you will. The comfort insole will add probably about 0.3 ounces onto that total weight. But again, is this a noticeable amount of weight when on feet? Absolutely not. When these shoes are on your feet, you're going to completely forget about it because they are that lightweight. So that's pretty much it as far as the weigh-in portion of this video goes. And I'll move on to quick on feet so you can get a better idea as to how these shoes fit and what the sizing is like. Alright, here's a look at the F50 Adizeros on feet, and I think for the most part, people just assume that the leather version of the shoe is better than the synthetic model, but to be completely honest with you guys, my preference is definitely towards the synthetic version. To me, this is the way the Adizero is supposed to feel. Super lightweight, provide that nice barefoot touch on the ball, and feel pretty much weightless and very, very responsive on your feet, which is something to me that the leather upper variation just does not provide. As far as the overall fit of the shoe in terms of width, it definitely does have a tighter fit about it, so if you do have very, very wide feet, you're probably better off staying away from the Adizero line altogether. You could try out the leather model because it will have a bit of stretch to it, but the synthetic upper variation is definitely out of the question if you do have wider feet, especially because it is fairly snug through the midfoot, as you guys can see. As far as sizing goes, I'm wearing a 9.5 US in this particular pair, which is a half size larger than I would normally wear, and they do feel just a little bit too big for my own personal preference. So for the most part, I would say that these do fit true to size, and they definitely are far improved in terms of the overall fit in comparison to previous versions of the synthetic F50 Adizero. So that's pretty much it as far as the on-feet portion of this video goes, and I'll leave you to my final thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my unboxing of the F50 Adizero in synthetic. To me, this is one of very few shoes currently out there on the market that's going to provide that true barefoot and weightless feel on feet. The synthetic model of the Adizero is definitely overlooked a lot because of the leather upper variation tending to be more popular. But again, like I said, the synthetic version of the Adizero to me is the ultimate version and definitely something that you should take a look at, especially if you've never considered it before. So again, if you guys would like more information on the overall performance, be sure to check out the written review, which is linked down below in the description. It's found on my website, soccerreviewsforyou.com, as well as the annotation on screen to my playtest review video if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. Also on the review page of this particular shoe, you will find the high quality images that will give you a better idea as to how it actually does look in person, as well as buy it now links with the best prices online, including exclusive SR4U coupon codes to get yourself some additional discounts if you are interested in ordering a pair of these for yourself. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest soccer gear. You can find all of my social media information down below in the description. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.